right before the Chinese New Year. And first of all, 恭喜发财, and I wish everybody a happy Chinese New Year.
恭喜发财.
Yes, 恭喜发财. And I'm very,
Yes.
very excited to partner with Susanne about this Feng Shui show. We're going to do this show every other week, and which is really amazing. We're going to go through a lot of houses, and during this walkthrough, and we will introduce some basic knowledge of Feng Shui, and also how to avoid some bad Feng Shui, and how to change the Feng Shui to make the house and the environment work for you, and wish you have a really great fortune in the future. So I've been introduced Susanne a little bit in my kind of WeChat group, and also in our video channel, but still I think I would like to invite Susanne to introduce herself, maybe be more clear than I did.
Of course, although I'm sure you did a good job. Thank you very much for having me. I'm very excited that we can start doing these Feng Shui walkthroughs. I'm always happy to bring more knowledge about Feng Shui, also outside of Hong Kong and outside of Asia. I myself, I have my own metaphysics consulting firm in Hong Kong.
Yes.
I've been running the company for almost 10 years now, and I focus mostly on Feng Shui audits. Most of my clients here actually are Chinese or of Asian descent. So I do work a lot with the Asian community here in Hong Kong, not so much foreigners. So I focus, as I said, on Feng Shui, but also on astrology. I've been doing this for many years, and I studied originally with a Chinese grandmaster in Malaysia, and I've been with him basically for 18 years. So it's a long journey, but I gained a lot of experience, and now I'm very happy to actually do this independently with my own international consulting firm here in Hong Kong.
Wow, we talk about the Feng Shui a lot. I believe a lot of Westerners, well, when they heard about the Feng Shui, they will think, oh, that's kind of Chinese culture or Asia kind of a culture. So when my I listed like my audience, when they say your face and they say, oh, she speaks English only, so why? So they're kind of very curious why. So they thought you were Chinese, but they couldn't figure out why you only speak English.
No, 我会说一点点。I am the only non-Chinese at the moment who actually has studied up until that high level of mastery, and I'm definitely the only Westerner in Hong Kong and also in China who practices this on an international level. So I have clients not just in Hong Kong, obviously, but also a lot of them in the Middle East, Dubai, Qatar, also in Russia. I'm
international Feng Shui master. So our show is gonna be only in English. The Western people also be interested, curious about this. How you determine what is good Feng Shui or bad Feng Shui, or how you change it. So that's very interesting topic. Today we're going to view a new home, which is a model. It's a 3D walkthrough, which they use a 3D kind of a camera to capture the whole house. So which we make the house look very vivid. You feel like you are really walking through this house. So I am now we're actually standing at the front door, inside of the front door. So you can see this is those dots. It's actually the camera stand at. So when I move the dot around, so you can see, feel like you are turning around. So here, this is your left when you come in the house, and this is your right. And this door, I believe, is to the garage. So so now let's go walk through and go straight. This is a single-story home, which is a very convenient for little elderly, probably, because people don't like to go up and down kind of different stairs. So this is really super convenient. From living in this house, I feel like you don't have to go climb the stairs. So that's on the right side is the kitchen.
it's also a good thing from a Feng Shui perspective, because on the ground floor, we usually get the most energy, the most Feng Shui. The higher the floors are, you get lesser on the first floor, lesser on the second floor. So we prefer houses where you basically just have one floor, especially if it's a standalone villa or a standalone house.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So this is the kitchen, and we're gonna go forward, and then here we can tour on this side. And standing this point, you see your dining room is here. It's open dining room. They don't have like a formal closed dining room nowadays at all anymore, because the house is really, people only use one dining room. They don't go formal anymore. So this is of course, except the huge houses, they might still have a formal dining room. So this is the living space, living room. So you see a large window here, and the TV is over here. And you turn, you're standing here, you turn, now you can see the kitchen over here. You also, it's open, it's convenient to your guest, or you have a family. They can eat in here or eat breakfast here. And this is
on the inside. Yes, perfect. All right. Okay, so the main door is always the first thing we start with when it comes to a Feng Shui analysis. And in classical Feng Shui, or Chinese Feng Shui, usually there are only 3, maximum 4 areas in the house that are actually important. It's the main door, because this is the qi mouth where the energy comes in. The kitchen, because obviously we cook there, it has to do with health. The bedrooms, again, it's good for relationships and also for health. And then if someone actually works from home, we also look at the home office, or in this case, it would be the den. Now, the bathrooms are not important, the pantries are not important, the garage is not important from a Feng Shui perspective, because we simply do not spend enough time there or conduct any major activities there. So looking at the main door here, there is a fairly narrow hallway. It's not very long, but it's still quite narrow, and there's very little direct sunlight at the main door itself coming from the main door. So this is usually something that we are a little bit wary of. We want to usually make sure that there is natural sunlight right at the main door. Now, in this particular case, it doesn't mean that the main door is a bad door, but you need to leave it as uncluttered as possible. So you cannot put any cabinets there or anything. It has to be free flowing, so that the qi that enters the main door actually comes into the house without being pushed back out by any sort of obstruction. Now, if you turn around to the dining room, if you can, please.
Okay.
So that we can see the dining room. All right. So here, when you don't move, just back up.
Oh, okay, back up.
Back up.
See. Okay, there we go.
Yes. Stop here, please. Stop here.
Okay. All
right. So when you enter here in this particular house, when you enter the main door, the first thing you see in a straight line is essentially the patio door and this dining table. Now, usually from a Feng Shui perspective, we don't like to have a direct alignment between the main door and the patio door, or the main door and the back door. However, in this particular case, this is actually solved very nicely by putting the dining table there. So this means that the qi that is coming in from the main door does not flow out directly and leaves the house. It is being stopped by this table, and so the qi that is flowing into the house is able to disperse and distribute all over the ground floor, which is very positive.
Okay.
And so also, obviously, you have the added benefit of having a lot of natural sunlight from the patio area and from the garden area.
So that table is a good thing. Stop the qi going out.
Yes. Any kind of even if you didn't have a dining table there, if you put a sofa area there or just a lounge area, that would also be an option if you wanted to shift the dining table over to the other side, where now we have the TV area, as long as there's something in between the patio and the main door.
Okay, something object to stop the flow.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Now, if you can turn around so we can have a look at the kitchen.
Okay, perfect. So that's the kitchen.
That's perfect. All right, we can, okay, that's a good view. Now, in this particular case, you can see it's an open kitchen. And open kitchens, it's a good concept also from a Feng Shui perspective, because again, the qi flow is unobstructed. So it can flow freely throughout the entire ground floor, also through the kitchen. It's very harmonious. So this is a very, very good thing. We like that. Now, the kitchen itself, the one thing that in this particular case with this kitchen is not so desirable and would need to be fixed is that you see here you have the stove, and directly opposite the stove you have the sink on the island. Now, this is considered a fire-water clash. Fire-water clash is not great for health. Now, if you only live in this house for maybe 1 year or 2 years, it's not a big deal. But if you buy this house, or if you live in this house for longer than that, this will definitely have an impact on health. And from a metaphysics perspective, a fire-water clash usually impacts your cardiovascular system, your blood pressure, heart, and also the eyes. So obviously fairly important areas of your body. You don't want to mess with that. Now, this is, as I said, it's fairly easily solved. I mean, you need some sort of renovation or refurbishing, but it can be solved in that we would have to either move the stove or move the sink. It is possible, it is fixable, but it needs, in order to fix this, you need to move one of the two so that they are not directly opposite of each other anymore. Yeah. So it will require some refurbishing or redesigning of the kitchen, but it's not a problem that cannot be solved if you're very happy with this house otherwise.
Okay, so this one needed to change the place. Yeah.
Yes, either the stove or the sink. Either the stove or the sink, whichever one is easier to change. Usually, I would say in this particular case, it might be the sink, because at the stove you already have the exhaust on top, so it may be easier to shift the sink.
Yeah, from the cost of effective also move the sink, because contractor don't need to change too much, so you only needed to change maybe to this or to here, right? Or
yes, as long as it's not directly opposite. It cannot be directly opposite.
Yeah, can move towards to this side a little bit, so they are not directly.
Yes, okay, that's possible.
Perfect.
All right, now do you want to move to the master bedroom?
Sure, this is a master bedroom. Yeah. Okay, let me stand in here so we can see clear.
Yeah. All right. So the master bedroom overall is very nice from a Feng Shui perspective. It has a nice window, large window to the garden or the patio area. And in Feng Shui, the garden or patio is usually considered a bright hall, Mingtang. It's where the entire qi collects and turns from negative into positive, and then all the windows and all the doors that have access to this Mingtang funnel the positive energy into the house. So this is very positive. I'm very happy with this bedroom. The only thing that needs to be changed slightly is the access to the bathroom. So if you can turn around and give us a view of the bathroom door.
Yeah, this is the access to bathroom. Yeah.
Yes. Can you maybe step back a little bit behind the bed so that we can see it from the bed's perspective?
Okay. Let me from here, probably standing here.
Yes, behind the bed.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stand in here.
Yeah.
And look. Okay, here we go.
All right, perfect. So as you can see here, there is a doorway to the bathroom and also to the walk-in closet in the back, but there's no door, and we need to put a door there. From a Feng Shui perspective, if you leave this open, this is considered a Shaqi feature, like an arrow Shaqi, where there's very sharp energy hitting the bed all the time, and this will disturb your sleep. Very easy to solve, just put a door there. It can be a sliding door or a regular door, it doesn't matter. But otherwise, this bedroom is very nice.
Is a curtain gonna work if people don't want to put a door here? Just to put a curtain here?
Can, but the curtain will have to be not a see-through curtain. It will have to be quite a thick curtain, and
very
it would
solid.
have to be, yes, it would have to be closed all the time. Yeah, so we don't like this to be open, and if it's see-through, it's still considered open.
Okay, got it. So that's very important to have a door there.
Yeah, because otherwise, as you see, the qi that is coming in from the window, that is very, very positive for this room, basically goes straight into the bathroom and into the walk-in closet and gets trapped there. And the people who sleep in this room will not receive any of the positive energies.
Is the closet need a door as well? Let's say the closet.
No need. Only the door, the entry door to the entire space. The closet, we don't care. As long as the entire space has a door, then it's fine.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Let's go back to...
Let's move to bedroom 2.
Okay, bedroom 2. I'll go from here. Go from here. So that's the bedroom 2.
Yes. Can you not directly move into the bedroom? Maybe just give me a view from the hallway first, looking into the bedroom.
Okay. So
sorry for that.
No, that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay. Yeah, that's you're standing in the hallway.
No, the other hallway, the internal hallway.
Oh, you
the
mean
hallway
from,
that connects the bedroom to the yes.
Okay, let's see. This is like from
here.
Here.
The internal hallway. Yes, if you stand there and then turn towards the bedroom 2.
Okay, so can I maybe standing here?
Yes, and then you turn around so I can see the entrance.
Yeah, so that's the entrance of the bedroom 2.
Yes. Oh, perfect. All right. So this bedroom here, not so great, because you see here the closet wall here, and there's a sharp corner, or I mean, we consider it a sharp corner from a Feng Shui perspective. This sharp corner that you see here from the closet basically pushes all the qi that tries to enter the room back out. So and it's considered an obstruction. So if you look at this bedroom door from the outside, you feel like you're being pushed out because there's some obstruction that you have to navigate before you get into the room. So it's not the most I would say maybe make this a guest bedroom, but I wouldn't it's not it doesn't receive the best energies. And you can't really move the closet here. That's the problem. So make this a guest bedroom.
Okay, let's go inside. It's harder to remove that. That's the closet. You're right. Yeah, that's the closet door. Yeah, it's difficult unless you want to get rid of that closet.
Are you allowed to? I mean, if you can get rid of the closet, that's fine, but I'm not sure. Most people will need a closet somewhere.
Yeah, it's doable unless if you really wanted to change it, then it's not called as a bedroom anymore. So when you sell the house, you will devalue the house. So but if you don't need that as an extra bedroom, that's fine, and you can just kind of destroy
Yeah,
it.
then you can just remove it. If you remove this, then the problem is solved. Yeah,
Okay.
so then this actually becomes a very good bedroom. You just it's just that one corner that is sort of considered undesirable.
Right. Okay. Should we stand in here and look at another direction?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's this is on the right. This is the office room. Should we go to office room?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's the office room. It's not a very big though. It's a small office room.
Doesn't matter. I'm very happy with this room.
Oh, great.
It's very nice. It's very, very nice. It's got good space distribution. There's plenty of light coming in. Just because a room is small doesn't need to mean that it has bad feng shui. What matters is that there is a window and that you have set it up in such a way that the energy can flow freely. And if you place the desk here, this is actually very good because the desk location in this setup means that you can see the door to the office without being in direct alignment with the door. So this is considered very, very positive. And so this would probably be one of my favorite rooms here. I would like to work in this office.
Oh, that's great. I heard that if it's a good feng shui, usually draw people in, right? Make you feel comfortable. That's also part of the feng shui.
Yes, and if you actually work from home and you can make a few small adjustments based on your personal feng shui and your personal bazi, then this can actually be a very fortunate room in the sense that it can bring you a lot of wealth opportunities just by mere the way it's being set up. So very good. I like it.
Well, if I work here, I would like to have a tall curtain here. This is too short to me.
Yes, yes.
Perfect.
All
yeah,
right.
That's a very nice. So now we are walking towards to. Should we also, we don't look at the laundry, right? So laundry is not important. Okay,
not
so
important.
Now, so this is now let's go to another bedroom. Yeah, this bedroom.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Now, this bedroom door here, it's directly opposite from the bathroom door. So you have to make sure that the bathroom door is always closed.
So you mean this one? Yeah, face to the bathroom door. Yeah.
Yeah, it's facing to the bathroom door. If the bathroom door is not closed, then the energy that is flowing down the hallway will, at the end of the hallway, it will split. Half of the energy will go in the bathroom, half of the energy will go in the bedroom. And we don't need the energy in the bathroom. We need the energy in the bedroom.
So close the bathroom door all the time.
Yes, close the bathroom door, problem solved. So feng shui is very, very easy. It doesn't need a lot of, you don't need to make a whole lot of changes if you just observe the main critical points. So if we can go into the bedroom itself, again, very nice bedroom. We've got plenty of sunlight, and here we have also the closet, which is actually in an okay position, so there's no obstruction from the closet itself. That is perfectly fine. Again, though, the closet door will have to be closed all the times, but I think anyway most people will close it all the time anyway. Now, one thing that we need to pay attention to in this particular room, if you can go to the window so we can actually see outside.
Yeah. From here?
Yes. Can you stand a little bit on the
this side?
Stand on this side so we can look outside.
Let me see. There's any better spots here. Maybe this spot. Let's see.
Yeah, let's
now
try.
We can see now we can see outside.
Perfect. Yeah, this is what I meant. Okay. So this one here needs to be fixed. It's an easy fix, but it needs to be fixed. So as you can see here, there is a T-junction outside.
So like
T-junction, yeah. T-junction from a feng shui perspective are quite negative, because what happens here is that the qi flows directly towards the house and basically crashes into the side of the house, and all the rooms, and the main door in this house is also affected, will receive very, very aggressive qi from outside. Easy fix, very easy fix. You just plant bushes on the outside so that you cannot see that T junction anymore, and then it will not affect you. It's a block. You can block that out, and all you need to do is put some plants, high plants, yeah, bushes or trees, then that's it. Or if you want, you can put a wall. You need to block that. From a Feng Shui perspective, we don't like to see this.
Yeah, so if a can't fix by putting the fence, wall or bushes, then I guess this house must be no.
Yes, that's the, I mean, unless you simply do not use the main door at all, you don't use the bedroom 3 at all, and you just enter the house from the garden, from the back, from the patio, then it's okay. But I think then that would be very inconvenient, very inconvenient.
Yeah, then that means like 1/3 of the house you cannot use, or 1/4 of the house. That's a waste of
exactly.
money.
Exactly, we don't want that. So if at all possible, so you don't have to have high trees or anything like this, just like chest high,
something
bushes,
to stop.
Something to stop. And especially because, you know, the main door is the qi mouth of the house. All the energy that come into the main door determine the energy of the house. And so we want to make sure that it's as positive as possible. And so that's why this is one of, if you can only fix 2 things in this house, it's the kitchen and it's this T-junction issue, then the house is fine.
So that's the
other
major
things are just small, but these are the 2 major things I would fix.
Okay, great. So is there the house facing matters, the direction,
yes, the house facing matters, but we don't.
Very curious about the direction. Which direction is the best usually when you choose a house?
Well, there's no, you cannot just generalize which direction is the best, because it depends what's outside. So sometimes you need to face south too, for example, because you have a beautiful mountain there. If you don't have a mountain there, then maybe you need to face a different direction. It depends on the birth date of the building. So there is not one single facing direction that is the best for every single house. It depends on the environment as well. Generally speaking, we would like to see a house that is facing any type of natural landform that we can actually see. So whether that's a water or a mountain even, there's a misconception that you need to see water in the facing. That's not true. Sometimes you need to see a mountain. So whenever you can see a beautiful landform that's in the facing, that is already a positive. And then the direction, we then check the birth date of the building, whether it corresponds with the facing direction, whether it gives you positive energies or not. Now, in this particular property, I would say the facing, because there's a lot of nature around it, so you don't have high buildings or high rises or whatever. It's basically nature all around it. That in and of itself is already very, very positive. So whichever facing you have for this particular property, you can actually make it work no matter what.
Yeah. So it's a case by case. Every house is different, and every person is different. If you really wanted the house working for yourself or for your family, you gotta have a Susanne to do the special audit for you.
So there's certain things that have to be done generally. So as I said, with the T-junction and the kitchen, but then we check who is actually living there and what are their needs. So your needs are different than my needs. So we need to check what the issues are that we need to address, and then we can personalize it.
it's a lot of I read one of your report. That's a lot of information. For
Yes.
regular people it's very overwhelming, but that's very very specific, working for a particular house or particular person, so that the feng shui can maximum the effect, right?
There's not a one solution fits all approach. You know, it's like going to a doctor. Every patient needs a different medication or prescription. Otherwise, it would be, you know, it's not very helpful. So we want to really make sure that we address people's concern and make sure that they are feeling very, very good in the house that they're living in.
Yeah, I believe every person in a different stage. Sometimes the house needed to change it a little bit, right? Or for different purpose needed to put a sort of a different decoration in which direction maybe gonna help. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, sometimes you have career problems, and once they are fixed, then you move on to relationship, then you move on to health. You know, we address problems one issue at a time, we fix, and then we go to the next one. And obviously at different stages of your life, you have children, you know, or maybe the children have already left the house. So it's an ongoing process.
Yeah, there's so many knowledge needed to learn. Yeah, I read it, your website. You are like kind of exclusive consultant for JLL.
JLL, yes, I'm working for JLL here in Hong Kong and also mainland China.
Yeah, wow, that's a very largest commercial real estate company.
Yeah.
So is that going to take a long time to do audit for commercial buildings?
Not so much, actually. It's much less complicated than for residential buildings, because in a commercial building you don't have bedrooms, you don't have kitchen, it's basically just office space. So and you deal with a much bigger space, so it's easier to rearrange the Qi flow. Residential takes much more fine-tuning. But yeah, it's always interesting to work with JLL. They have very, very cool spaces.
Oh yeah, so it's really fun. So you got to fly all over around the world.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. If my audience interested to get in touch with you, I think they can go to your website. I'm gonna go put in my the link in this video. And is there any other way they can find you except to go to the website?
No, I think if you go to the website, you have all the links there to my YouTube channel, Facebook, LinkedIn, everything is there. You can read what I do and how I do things. Everything is on the website. It's the easiest.
Perfect. So thank you so much, everyone, and really happy to be here, and just happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year. 恭喜发财。
恭喜发财。